Greetings, Toiletarians! I'm your host, Toilet Terry, and you guys are all watching Toilet Talk with Terry. That's me, obviously. The discussion topic for this episode is the Great Thanksgiving Day Prep Panic Part 2. So, you survived the shopping trauma, the turkey trauma, the oven gymnastics, and now everything that you have put a lot of work into prep for is about to be put in disarray by one thing: people. First off, there's the whole pre-meal, where's everyone going to sit debacle. Y'all know what I'm talking about, don't you? You're all trying to set the table, and no matter how many times Grandma has told everyone to stop helping, your aunt is always like, okay, all right, let's rearrange the seating chart one more time. Kids on this side of the table, adults on this side. Oh, and how about the grandparents go to the far end, where the dog is able to sit next to them for optimal food stealing. It's chaos. It's like an episode of The Bachelor, but with less romance and more mashed potatoes and turkey and stuffing and cranberry sauce and dressing and you name it. What comes next is the frantic timing of the food. You've already wrestled between too much food, not enough space in the oven, and the panic that some way the gravy will explode and no one will forgive you. And the rolls, they're in there. But don't forget that they're not ready yet when someone yells, "Is the turkey ready yet?" No, Aunt Barb, the turkey's not ready yet because it's taking longer to cook because it's 25 pounds. Might as well be a Thanksgiving hostage situation. The turkey's life is at stake and you're its caregiver. And then comes the inevitable meltdown, whereas everyone is either in the kitchen frantically preparing food or sitting in the living room being helpful by getting in the way. And we all realize one thing: the meal is never going to be perfect. No, the turkey is overcooked. Again. Somebody forgot to bring cranberry sauce. Again. And the mashed potatoes have somehow turned into a fluffy disaster. Again. But in true Thanksgiving spirit, we say nothing to each other about it. We just sit there at the table with each other, looking at each other sweaty and overcooked ourselves, and we say, well, it's fine. And by the time the mealtime finally rolls around, everyone is either on the verge of a meltdown or standing at the counter like, where are the rolls? And then the plates start coming out. The first plate starts coming out. Then the second plate comes out. Then the third. And by the time you're seated, everyone has their perfect plate. Except you, because you're still obsessing over how full or how empty the gravy boat is. But hey, it doesn't matter. It's gonna be good anyway. And then, of course, there's the pie. Yes, the one thing that goes perfectly on Thanksgiving Day, no matter what else. It doesn't matter if the turkey was burnt or the mashed potatoes were lumpy. The pie is a triumph. If you manage not to burn it, it's the highlight of the day. By the time you're eating the pie, it doesn't matter whether someone forgot the rolls in the oven or the mashed potatoes got buried under mountains of gravy. No, the pie is perfect. The pie is the highlight. The pie is the bomb diggity. And then comes the post-dinner meltdown, where everyone is trying to deny that they're full and somehow can still end up taking another slice of pie. You collapse on the couch, eyeing the leftovers like they're a gift from the gods, while everyone else you see is collapsing into the couch, resisting the urge to nap, trying to resist the urge to nap. And it's one thing has just become clear. It's never been clearer that Thanksgiving prep is an Olympic event and you have just earned your gold medal. But you know what? Despite the chaos and the calorie burns, there's just still something magical about it all. And we realize one thing, that the perfect meal is not the meal that was cooked perfectly, but it is rather the meal that is perfectly imperfect. And it's the one time of year where we all come together and we laugh over the fact that we didn't even know what we were doing half the time. But most importantly, we indulge in the one tradition that is like no other. Having one too many or even two too many slices of pie and then almost instantly regretting it later. And that's all I have to say about that. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this episode, this discussion topic. We got a couple more Thanksgiving episodes coming up, which will be great. So, that being said, don't forget to click subscribe for more upcoming content. If you don't want to miss it, it'll be great. Anyway, keep it real, stay thankful, and peace out.
Hold up.